And hi again, everybody. Jim Stevens back with you here in the finals area for a quarterfinal match between France and the Netherlands. France, of course, playing on the Bonzini table. The Netherlands have elected to go with the Leonhardt. And Mark Dost and Twan Hermans on the right side for the Netherlands get on the scoreboard first here in this first game on the French home table, the Bonzini. Miguel dos Santos Lote, Sebastian Zapater on the left side. Here you see them. Outstanding veteran baby footers from France. We're going to play to 40. We switch tables each time a team scores an increment of 4. In other words, we'll switch at 4, 8, 12, 16, and on. And we're even at 1 here in this first segment as Miguel dos Santos Lote finds the near corner. Mark Dost, a very good Bonzini player. Of course, those two finishing second here in men's doubles a couple of days ago in a great performance, losing to Ryan Moore and Blake Robertson of the USA. And of course, Twan Hermans, also the singles champion. It's been quite a week for Twan Hermans and Mark Dost, especially Twan. That one off a couple of men and in. Not much you can do about that if you're Twan Hermans. Zapater. Sebastian Zapater has been a member of the French national team for a very long time, at least a decade and a half. Miguel dos Santos probably for 10 years now as well. Former junior champion. We have kind of watched move up the ranks. His strongest table is, of course, the Bonzini. He's a world champion on this table. But Miguel also a pretty good multi-table player. And that one's going to drop in for the Netherlands. Each team catching a break so far. And it's 2-2. Miguel cuts that one in to make it 3-2. Dos Santos Lote looking to cut it back between that other reverse defense. You saw Hermans move into a standard, but the hole remained. Dos Santos Lote found it, and he has given France a 3-2 lead here in this first segment. Mark Dost. Finds that hole down the middle. It's 3-3. Watch here as he takes his time and cuts it in. One of the great Dutch table soccer men, Patrick Myers, has asked me to thank the owners of the Dutch Training Center, Jan and Tilly, who he says have been so helpful in making sure that Dutch table soccer remains successful. Even at 3, and now Dost can get to 4 first and win this opening segment as he tried to take that one out to that far side. Nice block by Zapater. Comes back to Dost. Another nice switch and block by Sebastian. And some great defense. Hermans. Been a dream week for Twan. And he turns this one over to Miguel. Again, Dos Santos Lote looking to send this one over to the Leonhardt table, and he does. So France holds on this opening segment on their home table, and they lead 4-3 as we move across the arena. To the Dutch home table, it's the Leonhardt. For the Dutch, it's Raoul Chamolo at goal. Thijs van Schoendel at the forward position. There you see Thijs, Raoul. And over on the left side, that's Adel Yousfi in the forward position, and Sebastian Mekes playing the goalie position. Two very good multi-table players in Yousfi and Mekes, two guys who are very experienced, members of the French World Cup winning team, who have also played quite a bit internationally on other tables. 4-3 lead for France. As it's put into play by Van Schoendel. And here's Chamolo. Raoul Chamolo looking to pass. Thijs van Schoendel along that outside wall. Will shoot a snake shot. That's broken home. We're tied up at 4. Just getting this quarterfinal underway here in Murcia, Spain, as Thijs van Schoendel fires it to that far corner. Adel Yousfi. Again, you see Adel with multi-table skills, and I think really he was the first Frenchman that we saw that really was able to move beyond the Bonzini table and compete on all the tables as he finds that far corner. France on top once again, 5-4. Van Schoendel. Two blocks in a row from Mekes. Sebastian Mekes, the man who really put it away for France when they won the World Cup. In the final round, beating the American David Vick. They won their one and only World Cup. And again, Yousfi makes it 6-4. The multi-skilled Adel Yousfi coming through for France. This one's going to get through on the second effort. Van Schoendel. Strokes this one home down the middle. Smart play by Thijs van Schoendel as he waits and then finds that opening hole down the middle. A 6-5 lead for France. Yousfi will get another possession here. Yousfi has been very useful so far. And again, Adel. Adel Yousfi on fire from the 3-rod. It's a third in a row. This one to the far side. French back on top, 7-5. Van Schoendel. That shot down the middle, blocked, and then eventually rebounded by Sebastian Mekes. Brushes that one up the table, clears the zone. Raoul Chamolo in possession. You're the Dutch. You want to keep the ball away from Yousfi. He's been really good so far. That was a pass attempt, mishit and angling in. And the switch here, as you saw for the Dutch, who are now trailing 7-6 after that bit of a fortunate effort there. Taken away here by Van Schundel, who is remaining in the forward position and now can tie it up at 7. And he does. Dij Van Schundel to the far corner to tie it at 7. You're on the Leonhardt table. Yusfi can't connect on the pass through the lane. Chamulot. Looking to pass, and it goes up and back and around and lands on the 3-rod of Dij Van Schundel, who sets it up. And strokes it home. So they were trailing 7-5, but score the last 3 here on the Leonhardt table, and the team from the Netherlands now leading 8-7 as we move back over to the Bonzini table. Eight-7 lead for the Netherlands. Going to get a chance to see one of the legendary teams in Dutch table soccer. There you see for the French that Julien Lebec in the forward position, Guy Lagrange at goal. There on the left, and on the right, Elroy Starren, Henk Hobbits, 2 truly longtime veterans of the Dutch team. 8-7. The lead for the Netherlands as we open up play here on the Bonzini table. And again, one thing we look for is which team is better on the opponent's table. Tough to say so far. Both teams seem to play well on the opponent's table, at least the first 2 teams for each nation that we have seen. We'll see what happens here as Lebec has that one blocked and taken away by Henk. Henk with that near side pass. Henk Hobbits, one of the truly legendary goalies in the history of European table soccer. Elroy Starren, who's comfortable on the Bonzini table. Elroy will look to get a possession. Can't hold on to it along the wall. Picked up by Lagrange. In nicely by Gael, who is a very good shooter back there. We have seen it in the past. He can pick them up in clusters. He gets one here as he simply brings it over and angles it in against Hobbits. We're even at 8 goals apiece early on in this quarterfinal round match. 2 semifinalists already in place, the USA and the Czech Republic. One of these 2 teams will join them. Luxembourg leading Iran 8-4 so far over in Zone C in the other quarterfinal. This is Elroy Starren, who cuts that one back down the middle. Coaches for the respective teams. For France, it's Jean-Marie Blanchard. And for the Netherlands, Rick Hansen. This one lost by Lebec, giving Starren a possession. Elroy tried to bring it back to that near side, hit it off that near corner. Rebound all the way back up the table to Julien. Lebec has that one blocked and taken away by Hobbits. Hobbits went with a quick pass, taken away by Lebec. Julien trying to come near side. Block made by Hobbits. There's an anxious coach there, Jean-Marie Blanchard. And putting it home here. Lebec and Lagrange now have tied it up at 9 after that one from Julien. Been a tight one so far, 9 goals apiece. Elroy Starrett is getting some possessions. Looking to get a goal here as he tried to take it out to the far side, blocked by Lagrange. Another shot attempt by Starrett, and Gael Lagrange is there. The one thing, the one advantage the French really have is they have some really good goalies on the Bonzini table, and it's not an easy thing to play the goal position on Bonzini. The men's feet are very narrow, the goal is large. But we saw Zapater earlier, we see Lagrange here, both of them really good goalies. Hobbits trying to clear it, and he does on goal. We'll move back over to the Leonhardt table when one of these two teams gets to 12 goals. Sends it down the middle. Locked in, comes back to Gael. Another angling effort on goal. And Hobbits has made the adjustment on that shot. Lagrange scored one early, but the last two have been blocked by Hobbits, who puts a shot on goal of his own, where it's picked up by Gael. Lagrange looking to get his partner a possession. Lebec couldn't haul it in. Hobbits again. Here's Starrett. Steve Elroy takes a little more time here. Trying to cut that one down the middle. Another block by Lagrange. And another. Kyle Lagrange doing a great job, but Elroy Starrett just getting too many possessions as he is able to put that one in on his third possession. This one he just simply brought across and immediately went into that far side pin shot. 10-9 lead now for the Netherlands. Playing to 12 here. The big shot attempt far side. Hobbits as well. A couple of pretty good goalies on display here in this table. In this Bonzini leg of this match. But Lebec is able to find the hole here against Hobbits as he took it deep to that far corner. Starrett knocked back towards the goal by the defensive effort of Lebec, picked up here by Hobbits. Elroy will get another possession and a chance to give his country the lead as he sets up the pin shot against Gael Lagrange. Elroy Starrett tried to come back down the middle. Lagrange with a block. Again, Gael is there. Elroy has had a lot of possessions on the 3-rod. Lagrange has been really good defensively. Gael has also scored one. put 3 or 4 other shots on goal. Another possession here for Stoddard. And another block for Gael. Up into the air and off the table. Gael Lagrange keeping his team in it on his home table. Watch here as he gets both men in position to defend and knocks it up into the air and off the table. Bringing you quarterfinal action from the 2019 ITSF World Cup. The Netherlands versus France. One of these two teams will join the Czech Republic and the United States in the semifinal round. Sent off the back wall by Lagrange. Picked up by Lebec. As he attempts to give France the lead. Julien Lebec. But Hank Hobbit's there to make the block and take the ball away. It's been a clinic for the goalies so far. Outstanding goalie play here on this Bonzini leg. Again, we're playing to 12 before switching back over to Leonhardt. We're going to get a call here. We're going to call the jar. That ball is going to be awarded to Elroy Starin on the 5. On goal again by Lagrange, and it results in a possession for Julien Lebec, who will again shoot for the lead against Hobbits. And Lebec able to squeeze it through. Watch this. Hobbits is there in position, but that one's going to hit off the foot and in. It's 11-10. And stolen almost by Lebec. Comes back to Hobbits. Boy, Gael Lagrange has really done a great job here in this segment. I think Elroy Starin has had probably 10 or more shots. Lagrange has only given up, I think, 2. He has also scored. Kind of allowed Julien to get comfortable. And Lebec now can send us back over to Leonhardt. Hobbits is there. Lebec now the man getting possessions. And then takes it all the way out to that far side, stroking it home. It's 12-10. Back over to Leonhardt we go. Watch this as Lebec. Not much of a hole there, but he finds it. Back over now to the Dutch home table, the Leonhardt. And another chance to see that man there. That's Twan Hermans, the singles champion here. There he is. And his partner, Mark Dost. They'll be on the right side. Adel Yousfi at forward, Sebastian Mekes at goal on the left. And as you could see on the Leonhardt table, Twan Hermans plays the forward position. Mark Dost, who played so well on Bonzini in the first round, will play goalie. France leading 12-10. We'll switch tables again when one of these two teams scores a 16th goal. Taken away here by Usby. Adel showed in the earlier performance just how good he is on this table, and he'll have the first possession and looks to increase France's lead. But Dost able to make the block and take it away. Mark Dost really played extremely well, especially defensively in the men's doubles final against Ryan Moore and Blake Robertson. But Blake Robertson just got too many possessions. Ryan Moore, who is really a great goalie. We don't get a chance to see Ryan back there on a regular basis too often, but boy, is he good. We know how good of a shooter he is, but he's also quite good defensively. But Dost kept his team in it. And it was close, but eventually it was the Americans who won, denying Twan Hermans a rare double here at the ITSF World Championships multi-table. Here's Usby again with the possession. Adel Usby. Taken away by Dost. So it remains 12-10 in favor of the team from France. Dost looking to bank. And he does. Didn't have a lot of pace behind it, but it was enough to get through and in. Let's look at it again. Kind of squeezed it off that inside wall into the goal. 12-11 now in favor of France. Usby looking to answer, but Dost there again defensively. Picked up here by Hermans. So we'll get a possession along that near wall. Looking to tie it up at 12, Twan Hermans. Taken away by Mekis. This is Adel. Usby able to stroke it home to that near side. Kind of walked it around a little bit, took it out a little bit one way, and then came back all the way to the other. (13-11) lead for France. If Twan Hermans had have won both doubles and singles, would have become only the second player to do so, to double at the ITSF World Championships. Of course, Frédéric Collignon did it a few times back in the mid-2000s. Would have also only become the third player, I believe, to have won both singles and doubles during their career, after Frédéric Collignon and Yannick Correa. And now Ryan Moore has joined that club, as he has won a previous multi-table singles championship and then doubles here this weekend. Pretty good list of players, though, when you're talking about Collignon, Moore, and Correa. And Twan Hermans was just a couple of goals short of joining those three in a very exclusive club. Of course, if he had have won the doubles final, he would have prevented Ryan Moore from being in that club. That one's going to be taken away by Hermans. And Twan able to fire it home. 13-12 now after Twan Hermans finds that near corner. Dost will again set it up in the center and look to bank it. Inside or outside, goes inside here. It was on goal, and the save attempt by Mekis, and he knocks it in. And we are tied at 13. Watch here, this bank just off that corner, and maybe a part of Mekis' man, and then as Sebastian tried to contain it, knocked it back into his own goal. Yusfi will shoot for the lead. A block here by Dost, bounces back the other way. Luxembourg in control in the other quarterfinal against Iran, leading 20-12. That's over in Zone C, which you can also watch here at Kuzum. Dost tried to send that one off the outside wall. It's taken away by Yusfi. Adel takes a deep breath and quickly goes with a shot, which is blocked by Dost. Back the other way to Hermans. And Twan finds the hole down the middle. Twan Hermans kind of gave a fake to get Mekis off the hole and then sent it right down the center. Yusfi looked to tie it up at 14. But he has it get away from him, and it comes back to Dost, who sends that one off the inside wall towards the goal. 14-13 lead for the Netherlands. And that pull kick down the middle by Mekis ties it at 14. Sebastian Mekis has always been a big-time player. And he sends this pull kick right between Dost's men and into the goal to even it at 14 goals apiece. Hermans look to give his country the lead once again. But there is Mekis to make the block up into the air and off the table. It'll be put back into play by Francis Sebastian Mekis after he doubles up defensively to make the block. Mekis clears it. Picked up again by Hermans. Been a tight one so far. We're even at 14. We are on the Dutch home table, the Leonhardt. Another block here by Mekis. Hermans. And again, Sebastian there. But this one down the middle, not much of a hole. Juan Hermans got it, immediately flipped it over down the middle. Right between the weaving men of Sebastian Mekis. It's 15-14 in favor of the Netherlands. We'll switch tables again when one of these two teams scores a 16th goal. Adel Yusfi looking for a 15th here for France. Try to come back down the middle, and Dost with a nice switch, block, and take away. Mark's going to call timeout here. That's their first of two. Mark Dost will put the ball back into play. Netherlands now with one timeout remaining. Mark has it taken away by Yusfi. Adel Yusfi. Is that one taken back by Dost? We have seen some really good goalie plays so far in this match on both sides of the table. Dost and Mekis have been really good. Saw Lagrange earlier, of course, the great Henk Hobbits. And there is Juan Hermans firing it home to the far side to give the Netherlands a 16-14 lead, as we will now head back over to the Bonzini table after Hermans finds the corner. Referee for the match, there you see him at the other end. That's Thomas Haas. Moskau Salzgeber, the timer. Here they are. Two good-looking gentlemen. Thomas Haas showing us his better side. There's Elroy Starren, Henk Hobbits for the Netherlands over on the right side of the table as we move back to Bonzini. It's going to be Miguel dos Santos Lote and Sébastien Sapeter for the French. Starren and Hobbits, Dos Santos Lote and Sapeter, 16-14 lead for the Netherlands. Next time we will switch tables is when one of these two teams scores a 20th goal. And Miguel dos Santos Lote will have an opportunity to get France a 15th goal. But the shot attempt blocked by Hobbits, picked up again by Miguel. Hobbits couldn't contain it. It comes off that back wall, and Miguel will get another chance here as he sets it up, strokes it home. Miguel dos Santos Lote, truly one of the strongest Bonzini players on this team, able to find that near corner against the veteran Hobbits. Starren, the first time that he and his partner Hobbits played on the Bonzini table a couple of matches earlier, Elroy had a lot of possessions, but could not get through Gaël Lagrange. He'll be shooting against Sébastien Sapeter here. Sébastien, also an outstanding French goalie, able to make the block here and take it away. Dos Santos Lote will look to even it at 16. And he does. He went to the near side earlier. He takes his time here and goes to the far side to tie it up at 16 goals apiece. Here's Zapp. Off that outside wall towards the goal. Hobbit's able to pick it up. Hank, a very consistent goalie. And that one blocked back into the goal against Hobbits. It's 17-16. Hank tried to send this one at an angle down the middle. And it was sent back off that inside wall by Dos Santos Lote to give France the lead. They have scored all three so far here in this Bonzini segment. Miguel fires that one back down the middle. That's the hole that is available, I think, much of the time against Henk Hobbits in this particular defense. If you can cut it back between them, it's going to open up the corners. Dos Santos Lote kind of took the opposite approach. He opened the corners and then goes down the middle. 18-16 now, and there's that same shot from Starren to make it 18-17. Elroy showing that he can cut it back between the men as well. And we're going to call a jar here and award that one back to Miguel. 18-17 lead for the French. Hank does get a block here and then grabs the rebound. Quick pass near side to Starren. Nicely done. Elroy dances with the ball. and comes back down the middle. Gave that fake to the far side. Watch here to open up the hole. Right back down the middle. Tied at 18. Miguel. And again, Miguel Dos Santos Lote making 4 of his last 5 shots against Hank Hobbits, really mixing it up. He went near, he went far, he went down the middle, and then again here to that far side. (19-18) lead for France. Chance to send it back over to the laying hard, but Hobbits there to make the block and take it away. Starin. Taken away by Miguel. Another chance here for Miguel Dos Santos Lote to send this match back over to the lay-in hard table as he sets it up against Hobbits and fires it home. So an outstanding shooting performance from Miguel Dos Santos Lote as he and his partner Sebastien Zapater have given France a 20-18 lead thanks to another one to the corner. Well, that was a big performance. I believe they outscored them 6-2 on the Bonzini table, and France up by 2 goals as we head back over to the Leonhardt. Ties van Schundel in the forward position, Raoul Chamelot at goal for the Dutch, then Julien Lebec at forward, Sebastien Meckes, rather Gaël Lagrange, and quickly out of the gate it's the Dutch who are able to score to make it 20-19. Schundel and Chamelot on the right, Lebec and Lagrange on the left. That one's going to roll back to the 3-rod of Lebec. 20-19 lead for France as Julien Lebec sets it up. Working that pin series on the Leonhard and strokes it home to the far side. Julien Lebec took his time until the hole opened up and he found it. French back up by 2 goals, 21-19. We'll switch tables again, of course, at 24. Ties van Schundel strokes this one home. Didn't take a lot of time here. Knew what he wanted to do, and then drilled it right down the center. (21-20). He's going to get through to Chamelot. Pass along the outside wall. A little bit too much behind it for Van Schundel to catch. But then Ties able to advance it, set it up, and look to tie it up. Snake shot position. Ties van Schundel strokes it home. Took his time nicely and executed with authority. 21-21. Rolls to a stop. Chamelot will put it back into play. Lebec will have an opportunity here to give his team the lead. Julien takes his time and strokes it home near side. Again, showing great patience. Julien Lebec able to find the near corner as he waited for it to open up. France back up by a goal. The other quarterfinal taking place in Zone C, Luxembourg against a very tough Iranian team, 24-19 they lead. Meanwhile, Raoul Chamelot will set up a pull shot here. That one taken away. Maybe a time call. And then that pass drops in. An odd situation there. Not sure exactly what the call was. Again, we are not connected with the referee down there. I suppose we do need to have some sort of hand signal, but you see the disappointment as that pass off a man, and perhaps Chamelot still thinking about the ball being taken away from him. Van Schundel, who had shot it well, continues here. 23-22. We'll move to singles next, where Adel Yousfi and Marc Dost are waiting over on the Bonzini table. Leading 23-22. We're on the Leonhardt table, the Dutch home table. And that pass, again, Van Schundel unable to hold on to it. It's a difficult catch on the Leonhardt table. And Lebec will now look to send this one back over to Bonzini, and he does. Julien Lebec, Kyle Lagrange, a strong performance on Leonhardt. And we have a timeout called by the Netherlands. And we have one called by France as well. Now, let's make sure that that was a timeout called only, or by both teams, and not by just France, or else the Dutch would be out of timeouts. Looks like we're going to have a substitution here. Adel Yousfi being substituted for Jean-Marie Blanchard, the French coach, talking to the head official, Thomas Haas. Rick Hansen also on the conversation, the Dutch coach. There you see Adam Tourmont, who will step in and substitute for Adel Yousfi in this singles match. We are back on Bonzini. France leading 24-22. Marc Dost, you don't want to substitute for him. He is a very good Bonzini player. Will face Adam. With the Dutch trailing by 2. After a big-time performance from Lebec and Lagrange on the Leonhardt. Tourmont on the left, Dost on the right. There you see Marc. And here we go. We said Dost very comfortable on this table, but he's going up against a French player. And when you're going up against a French player, you know they are good on Bonzini. But Tourmont also a good multi-table player. Perhaps we'll get a chance at some point to see him on Leonhardt, although he's not scheduled to play again. 24-22 lead for France. Adam Tourmont, the junior champion 2 years ago up in Hamburg. Here he is playing for the men's team. It's got to be an exciting moment for Adam Tourmont. See him using the left hand, but it's picked up here by Dost. We're still at 24-22. Next threshold, the next table change will be at 28. Dost able to get it through. No one has scored yet here in this Bonzini segment. Dost with a nice pass, but he couldn't hold on to it. Marc will get an opportunity here. Tourmont with a block. Time call here. All awarded to the 5-rod of Adam Tourmont. Up here by Tourmont. Quickly up the table with the left hand, and Adam will grab it on the 3-rod and again look to increase France's lead here in the match. Although Dost with the block up into the air and up the table. Tourmont saw that near side, but elected to go down the middle, and Dost stayed home to make the block and knock it off the table. And Marc with a left hand angles it in. It's 24-23. He had passed a couple of times, went with a shot here. All the way up and in. That's a nice pickup by Tourmont. Will set up a snake shot. with the block and then make sure it stays on his 5 row. Mark Dost can tie it at 24 with a successful shot here. Dost. Strokes it home near side. And Mark Dost, with the only 2 goals of this Bonzini segment, has tied it at 24 for the Netherlands. Dost tried to slam that one in. Dumont takes a deep breath and will look to pass it to the 5 rod, which he does nicely along that outside wall. He's able to get the pass through. He'll look to give France the lead once again. Adam Dumont, shot at the far side, blocked by Dost, who's given up nothing so far here in this Bonzini segment. Dumont looks for the hole. Still nothing from the French here on Bonzini, as the Dutch have tied it with 2 in a row from Dost. Taken away by Dumont, who then loses it back to Mark on the 5. And Mark able to get it through, much to the dismay of French coach Jean-Marie Blanchard. Not much of a hole, but Dost found it. And the Netherlands back in the lead at 25-24. Beautifully through the high lane. Boy, Tremont, a highly skilled player, but has yet to score here on Bonzini until now. Adam Tourmont sets up the pin shot, the snake shot, and drills a wide open near corner. Tied at 25. Dost looking to pass it. Quickly had to get it out of there. The clock was running. Does clear it. Does pick it up on the 5 and now looks to pass. For the lead, Mark Dost. There's Tourmont to make the block and take it away. (25-25). Playing to 28 before the table change. Another block here by Mark. Such a smart defender back there, Mark Dost. Shot with a left hand on goal by Tourmont. Quick near side pin effort. Dost has been sensational defensively so far. Tourmont keeping the pressure on. How long can Mark Dost hold him off? As again, Adam Tourmont with a possession. Dost with a block and another. Again, just seeing some spectacular goalie play in this match. A nice play by Dost, who clears it, grabs it, sets it. Tourmont races him out to that corner. Battle here on the Bonzini table. Tourmont again. And sent back the other way by Tourmont, and the French are back on top 26-25. What an exhibition of transition foosball there on the Bonzini table. The outside bank, Tourmont gets the left hand back there and immediately sends it. Adam Tourmont will put this one back into play. The French leading 26-25. Two very good Bonzini players here. Been an entertaining segment with some great ball handling, good catches, good defense. And Dost can connect on the pass. It comes back to Tourmont. Another block by Dost. And a score here by Tourmont. What a talented Bonzini player he appears to be. As he simply grabs this one, immediately pins it, and immediately goes out to that far side. 27-25 in favor of France. Passing 2 to the 5, Tourmont. Taken away by Dost. Mark was looking to shoot that one. That one blocked back in. Adam Tourmont comes up big as he has now led France to a 28-25 lead after that defensive score. And Tourmont, in his first appearance here in Zone A in the finals area, after a slow start offensively, comes through. And France now leads by 3 goals, 28-25, as we move back over to Leonhardt. We have another singles match for you on the Leonhardt table, the German home table. And let's introduce the players in this singles match. That's, of course, the singles champion here this week, Twan Hermans of the Netherlands. He'll be on the right side, and on the left, the veteran Sebastian Meckes. A lot of pressure on Twan Hermans here. The next threshold is 32, which means he needs to score 7 if the Netherlands is going to have the lead going into the next Bonzini segment. Meckes defending. Hermans' shot attempt blocked by Sebastian, but picked up again by Twan, who fires it home. 28-26. Meckes has that one taken away by Hermans. And that one off the outside wall and in for Twan. It's now 28-27. Not exactly what he meant to do, but he'll take it. As the Dutch now have cut the lead to 1. 28-27. Meckes to the near side. It's 29-27. France holding on to their lead after the veteran Meckes gets it home to the near side of the goal. has a little bit of difficulty on the 5 and then doesn't contain it. It rolls back to the 3 rod of Sebastian Mekis. But Herman's able to take it away. It's been a good one here in Zone A, quarterfinal match between France and the Netherlands. One of these two teams will join the USA and the Czech Republic in the semifinals in just a little while. And there's Swan again, able to fire this one home to make it 29-28. Ron Hermans deep to the far corner. Taken away here by Hermans. Twan will attempt to even it at 29 goals apiece as he sets up the pin shot against Mekis and strokes it home. Twan Hermans has tied this match up at 29 goals apiece as we head to our next threshold at 32. Taken away here by Twan. For the lead, Twan Hermans. Mekis with a block. Hermans keeping the pressure on. Mekis with another block. Comes back the other way. And Hermans will use the left hand on the 2 rod. Now it's going to spin back to him on the 3. And then sent in by Mekis. So he makes 3 blocks in a row and then scores a transition goal here, and France back in the lead. Watch this. That one goes a little bit wide. Mekis gets the right hand on the 5, lines it up, and knocks it in. 30-29 in favor of France. Remember, this match will end on the German home table, the Leonhardt. Mekis really doing a nice job defensively right now. So we have a call here. Sebastian says, well, okay. And the ball will be put back into play on the 5 rod by Twan Hermans. Right now finding it difficult to score, although a reaction goal here makes it 30-30. Got to loosen up a little bit. Twan Hermans, you see this one come back to him. And he decides just to brush it in. A nice play by Twan Hermans to make it 30-30. And that pass by Mekis, a frustrated Twan Hermans tried to make the save. Watch here. Tried to make the save and ends up banking it off the inside wall and into his own goal. France back in the lead, 31-30. Again, Hermans, we've seen probably 3 of his last 4 shots have not been executed on goal. This one, though, blocked up into the air and off the table by Mekis. We'll put it back into play as Sebastian made the switch, made the block. Remains 31-30 in favor of France. Banked it off the inside wall, then banks it off the outside wall with a 5. A big performance from Sebastian Neques as he has given France a 32-30 lead, and we will head back over to the Bonzini table. And we have a substitution here in this doubles match on Bonzini for the Dutch. That's Jeroen Koetijden in the forward position, replacing Elroy Starren. Henk Habits at goal. And again, Miguel dos Santos Lote, Sebastian Sapater with the French leading 32-30. Koetijden will put it into play. Koetijden shot attempt blocked and taken away by Sapater. Zap, as he's known to his friends, of which he has many. Henk. Henk tried to bank it off that inside wall. Picked up here by Miguel. To increase France's lead right here. The next threshold, 36, before we'll move back over to the Leonhardt for the final round. And it's now 33-30 in favor of the French as Dos Santos Lote finds that near corner. Taken away here by Miguel. Interesting substitution, Jeroen Koetijden. I'm sure I'm not saying his first name properly. I'm not sure I'm capable of saying his first name properly. As he was substituted for Elroy Starren, who actually played pretty well on the Bonzini table. Right now, Miguel dos Santos Lote playing very well as he has given France a 34-30 lead. Remember, we will head over to the Dutch home table for the final round and find out what that score will be. How many will the Dutch need to score? Right now, they need 10 more goals to win the match, with the French needing just 6. Another opportunity here for Miguel. And he strokes this one home. Miguel dos Santos Lote on fire right now, as he has increased France's lead to 35-30. Takes the ball away here. Looking to make it a 4-0 sweep here. Blocked and taken away by Habits. Yeah, the Dutch team has also asked me to wish senior player Peter Vossen, who is ill at home and couldn't make it here this weekend, to wish him the best of luck. The great Patrick Myers asked me to say that and thank him. Certainly thank the training center where they train, Jan and Tilly. Koetijden. Dutch need a goal. But right now, Sapater not giving them anything. But they just send it back over to Leonhardt. Miguel dos Santos Lote. Finds the hole down the middle. Strong performance on the Bonzini table from Miguel dos Santos Lote and Sebastian Zapater as he tucks this one gently down the middle. 36-30. So we head back over for the final round on the Leonhardt table. The Netherlands needs 10 goals. The French need 4. For the Dutch, it's going to be Ties van Schoendel in the forward position, and again Raoul Chamelot at goal. They're on the right side, and on the left, Julien Lebec, Gaël Lagrange. It's going to be up to Van Schoendel to really get hot. It's now 36-31 after he gets it and scores it. They need 9 more, though. Didn't take a lot of time here. Saw the hole and found it. 36-31. Nice retrieval by Lebec. Julien tried to come back to that near side, blocked by Chamelot. Raoul with a shot attempt and keeps out the rebound. Sends that one up the table, looking to pass it, and Lebec will pick up the loose ball. French leading 36-31. Another block here by Chamelot. That one skies up in the air and just drops right down onto the 3-rod of Ties van Schoendel. Who strokes that one back down the middle. 36-32. After that one. Things starting to get interesting, folks. They still need 8. The French still need 4. Chamelot with a pass. Quick pull kick by Van Schoendel, who had scored the last 2 times from snake position. He went with a quick pull kick. It was blocked, and it results in a possession for Lebec, who strokes it home. Julien Lebec has moved the French within 3 goals of a win, but what a turnaround there. A beautiful pass by Chamelot to Van Schoendel. Tisch went with a quick one instead of setting it up. 37-32 in favor of the French. Chamelot up the table and in. A pull shot from Raoul Chamelot has made it 37-33 as he angled that one all the way across to the corner. Taken away here by Van Schoendel. Back by Lebec. And then stolen to the 3-rod. Ties van Schoendel. Faking and then able to rattle it home. It's 37-34. Don't think he executed this quite the way he wanted to, although it did hit off that front man and ended up rattling into the goal. 37-34 lead for France. France does have 1 timeout remaining. The Dutch are out. Lebec. Julien's shot attempt taken away by Raoul Chamelot. With a pass. This is Lagrange. Have not said his name much so far here in this Leonhardt segment. He fires that one on goal, and Lebec with the rebound. Julien Lebec hammers that one home. 38-34. Julien really took his time nicely here before drilling that one to the far side of the goal. And Schundel. Strokes that one down the middle. Not a lot of a hole there as Van Schundel rocked it and then sent it down the center. 38-35. And Lebec's going to get it through. Julien Lebec. That shot attempt blocked by Chamelot, right back to the three-rod of Tish Van Schundel. But the block and the takeaway by Lagrange. But taken back by Van Schundel. Lagrange, though, not giving in. That one up the table by Chamelot, kept out by Lagrange, who sends it back the other way. Bounce towards the goal. Chamelot with a block. He'll again set up the pull shot. 38-35 lead for France. First of 40 wins, and that one clears and is picked up by Van Schundel. And a timeout called here, and they do not have a timeout remaining. They do not have a timeout remaining. Loss of possession, as that one will be given to Lebec on the 5. That is a third timeout. You only get 2, and under normal circumstances in a match, that would be a great time to call timeout. But when you only get 2 in a match that could be as many as 79 balls, you got to use them discreetly, and they've already used both of them. Van Schundel made the call, but it's all a moot point as Chamelot makes sure that his partner gets another opportunity here. That shot attempt blocked by Lagrange. Lebec through the lane. Julien Lebec. That one blocked right up on top of the rod, which is off the table. It'll be put back into play by Raoul Chamelot. We are still at 38-35 in favor of the French. They have slowed down Tish Van Schundel these last few possessions, and then it's stolen away here by Lebec. Julien. It's match point. Julien Lebec firing that one down the middle has made it 39-35. And the French are in great shape, can put it away here. They do have a timeout remaining, and Julien Lebec elects to use it. He'll return to the table momentarily with a chance to win the match. Lebec will put the ball back into play, looking to send the French team to the semifinals. As he sets it up against Raoul Chamulot. Lebec. Gets that one blocked and taken away by Raoul. Will fires it in. Big play from Raoul Chamulot, who makes the block and then makes the shot. Things have gotten a little bit tighter. 39-36 in favor of Team France, but another chance here for Lebec. Julien. And again, Chamulot is there. Raoul Chamulot, who blocked it and scored it the last time, makes a block here, puts it into play, goes with a quick pass, blocked by Lebec. It comes back to Raoul. Sends that one up the table. Lagrange with the rebound. 39-36. Luxembourg has defeated Iran 40-37 in the other quarterfinal taking place right now. They will face the winner of this one. Chamulot can't hold on to it. Lebec will have another chance here to win it. Julien sets it up. Rocks. Walks. By Chamulot, comes back to Lebec. And this one, though, is going to get through, and it's France who outlasts the team from Netherlands 40-36 as the French advance to the semifinals with a win over a very tough Netherlands team. It will be France versus Luxembourg in one semifinal. It'll be the USA versus the Czech Republic in the other, as we are just hours away from crowning a 2019 World Cup champion. Great job by the French as they win a tough one over a Netherlands team that really played very well, but the French had just a little bit too much and will advance.